Toastmaster Arni. Toastmaster Arni, welcome to our meeting today. Today we are going to elect our club officers. So we are going to start with that first, and then we will continue with our regular meeting. And let's start our meeting. Let's welcome our Toastmasters of the meeting, Toastmaster Xu Qian. Toastmaster Xu Qian, the screen is yours.
Thank you, President Agostinos. Very good evening, good day, and good afternoon to all who are present today. We start off today. We have a theme of the day that is campaign. Now, what is campaign? And I went into Google and got to engage in an operation plan to achieve a certain goal. Then they say that. Then I went on and find out how old is this word campaign. It is used since in the 16th century. The earliest use in campaign in English strongly reflects etymology, as it is found used in the sense of tract of open country. Then I went on and said, what is the concept of campaign? And the campaign concept ties together with all elements of a campaign. It is a hook or idea that convinces your audience that now is the time to take action. Concepts give your audience something to take care about, a message and to get behind. Without them, audience might not understand what action you are asking them to take or why. So now I will move on to the word of the day, relay. What is the meaning of it? To repeat something you have heard or to broadcast a signal. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, can I get the timer to guide the audience how the timing lights will be displayed? Over to you, Helena.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. So there will be a prepared speaker, and time will be given for 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and 7 minutes. There are no table topics today. And for a special session, the timing will be given verbally. Thank you very much. And back to the Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you, Helena, for your timing report. And now, with the meeting agenda, I will hand over the session to our club president, President Agostinos, for your election of a business session, election of a new exco. Over to you, President Agostinos.
Thank you, Toastmaster Xu Qian. Everyone, I declare the annual general meeting of trainers and coaches Advanced Toastmasters Club open at 5:12 GMT +7. I will now explain the meeting rules. Only members in good standing can move or second motions, speak for or against motions, or vote on motions. However, all present may speak in other situations. Before speaking, please raise your hand and wait to be acknowledged by me. Movers of a motion may speak to the motion for up to 3 minutes and then have a 90-second right to reply. Once a motion is moved, I will ask for a seconder. Please raise your hand to be recognized as the seconder of motion. Seconders can either speak to the motion immediately or reserve their right to speak. All speakers for or against a motion, including the seconder, have 90 seconds. At the end of allotted time, the speaker must cease immediately. The timer is to start clapping. Once the debate is over, I will put the motion. I will then ask all those in favor, raise your hand, and then all those against, raise your hand. Please raise your hand at the appropriate time. You can also choose to abstain by not raising your hand at all. If a majority of the votes cast for a motion are in favor, I will declare the motion carried. If the vote result is unclear, I will call for a secret ballot. This is the rules that we are going to apply in most of our annual general meeting in the future. But today, since this is our first time in our Trainers and Coaches Advanced Club, we are not going to use all of those rules that I mentioned earlier. Okay, so let's move to the next thing. Since we don't have our secretary here today, I would like to invite Distinguished Toastmaster Harlina Indra to be the acting secretary. Madam Acting Secretary, do we have a quorum?
We have currently 20 members in Trainers and Coaches Advanced Online, and let me count. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 people, so we have 51%. So we have a quorum.
Thank you, Distinguished Toastmaster Harlina, our acting secretary. Therefore, we do have a quorum. Madam Acting President, do we have any apologies?
We don't have, I think.
Sophiana. Yep.
Sophiana, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
We will now proceed with the election of club officers. The first step will be to adopt the club leadership committee report. Any people in the report do not need to be seconded. I will then call for nominations from the floor. Any floor candidates need to be seconded. People may self-nominate. I will declare nominations closed after asking 3 times for nominations. For uncontested positions, we will dispense with the secret ballot and conduct the vote by the raising of hands. For contested positions, each candidate will be given the opportunity to speak for 2 minutes. Once each candidate has spoken, we will proceed to a secret ballot. If there is a secret ballot, a poll will be used for voting. Ensure that voting members are not co-hosts of meeting, as they will not be able to vote.
Do you want me to move the report?
For the report, yes.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've put the club leadership report in chat, and it's also been in WhatsApp as well. So I move that the club leadership report be adopted. And then you need a seconder. I think Helena's going, I want to second it. You're part of the committee.
Oh, I cannot, yeah.
No, you can. Yeah.
Oh, I can. Oh, okay, I can. Then I second.
I'll put it in chat.
So any seconder?
I second it.
Who is speaking?
Something? Miranda.
Okay, so please note it that Miranda seconded the motion to accept the report. Thank you. Let's continue with the election. For the position of president, we have 1 nomination from Miranda Rumi. Are there any further nominations? I repeat, are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? There being no further nominations, I declare nominations closed. As the position is uncontested, we will move to a vote All those in favor of Miranda Rumi being elected president, please raise your hand. As there are more in favor, I declare that Miranda Rumi is elected president. Congratulations.
Thank you for
For
your
the position,
vote.
for the position of Vice President Education, we have one nomination from Manoj Nair. Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? There being no further nominations, I declare nominations closed. As the position is uncontested, we will move to a vote. All those in favor of Manoj Nair being elected Vice President Education, please raise your hand. As there are more in favor, I declare that Manoj Nair is elected Vice President Education. Congratulations.
Miranda's dog wanted to contest, I think.
Yeah, they said they vote for you.
Thank you. For the position of Vice President membership, we have one nomination, Sherlina He. Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? There being no further nominations, I declare nominations closed. As the position is uncontested, we will move to a vote. All those in favor of Sherlina He being elected Vice President membership, please raise your hand. As there are more in favor, I declare that Sherlina He is elected Vice President membership. Congratulations. For the position of Vice President Public Relations, we have one nomination, Alex Agaba. Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? There being no further nominations, I declare nominations closed. As the position is uncontested, we will move to a vote. All those in favor of Alex Agaba being elected Vice President Public Relations, please raise your hand. As there are more in favor, I declare that Alex Agaba is elected Vice President Public Relations. Congratulations. For the position of Secretary, we have one nomination, Adina Effendi. Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? There being no further nominations, I declare nominations closed. As the position is uncontested, we will move to a vote. All those in favor of Adina Effendi being elected Secretary, please raise your hand. As there are more in favor, I declare that Adina Effendi is elected Secretary. Congratulations. For the position of Treasurer, we have one nomination, Ping Hendra. Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? There being no further nominations, I declare nominations closed. As the position is uncontested, we will move to a vote. All those in favor of Ping Hendra being elected Treasurer, please raise your hand. As there are more in favor, I declare that Ping Hendra is elected Treasurer. Congratulations. For the position of Sergeant at Arms, we have one nomination, Jane Ting. Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? There being no further nominations, I declare nominations closed. As the position is uncontested, we will move to a vote. All those in favor of Jane Ting being selected Sergeant at Arms, please raise your hand. As there are more in favor, I declare that Jane Ting is elected Sergeant at Arms. Congratulations. Congratulations, all elected officers. Now we are moving to general businesses. Are there any items of general businesses? Are there any items of general businesses? Are there any items of general business? Okay, so this session is almost over. Now, how about we take a photo of our newly elected club officer?